Hi Aquarius, this is your end of the month reading from August the 16th to the 31st. I hope everyone is having a good August so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising, because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so if it takes what resonates, and just whatever doesn't, just leave it out. Maybe not for you, maybe for another Aquarius here. Okay. For Aquarius, please. Okay, interesting reading to stop us off here. Okay, there is a little bit, I feel like for these 2 weeks, there is this creative energy that is being blocked here. Ace of Wands. You really want to have this creative start. You really want to kind of push yourself in a certain direction. But there's some kind of fear I'm feeling kind of underneath it here. It just kind of, again, feels with the Seven of Wands popping out that you're almost not trusting yourself. You're not trusting yourself that you can that you can do this, that you have almost the will to do this. In some weird way, it almost feels like there's some second guessing going on. When I see the Ace of Wands coming up reversed, it usually means blocked in creativity. So there is this kind of blockage here for us, and I feel, honestly, Aquarius, that it's a little bit of personal blockage. It's the energy you kind of need to really have this week is really to believe in yourself and stand up for yourself here and believe you can get it done. Maybe doubts are starting to creep in your head a little bit for these 2 weeks, whatever this creative project is. Maybe that fear, other things are kind of taking over here because it seems like your soul kind of wants this fresh start, wants this new creative beginning, this new project, whatever it is, but it's just like you're not standing up for yourself enough, you're not believing in yourself enough. And it's followed by the Magician here, which means now is the time to kind of manifest this. Now is the time to really bring this kind of into existence for yourself. It really feels like the universe kind of wants you to pursue this or go this direction. Just need to kind of get that fear out of the way for yourself, because you are in this manifesting power. You have to realize that Magician is the alchemist of their own life. You are going to get it if you really believe that you are, and if you're really kind of putting that spirituality out there for yourself. Again, you are this magician, you are this master manifester. Believe in yourself, put it out there. Believe that you have all the tools to do this, all the tools to kind of get this done. I don't know, whatever it is here, again, it's just feeling like we need to kind of switch our energy and really believe in ourselves these 2 weeks coming up at the end of August, because living in fear is just not going to let anything get done here. Living in fear is not going to kind of push us into our new direction, push us into the life we want. Feels like we really got to stand up for ourselves and our work and believe in ourselves here. Maybe you're starting a new product, selling a new product, Aquarius. Maybe you're pushing a new creative project, new film, new idea, whatever it kind of is here. Again, believe in yourself, stand up for yourself. Even when people might give you negative feedback, maybe even when people, it says something's maybe not for them or whatever it is you're kind of getting here, still believe in yourself that you can kind of do it in a way here, because again, a lot of this energy feels like we're almost putting our own block on ourselves. Let me kind of keep going and see what else we got here. For Aquarius, please. For Aquarius, please. Thank you. All right, Aquarius, it does feel like there is this kind of bit of a delay for you right now. We have the Sun card reversed, which kind of means that the Sun card is one of those cards that's good in reverse and it's good forward. It just means delayed happiness. So right now, if you're not feeling encouraged, if you're not feeling totally happy, feeling this kind of sun energy here, it's just saying, hold on, you will. It's just a delay in the moment right now. It seems like we're kind of making a choice here. You're going to have a few choices in these 2 weeks with the Two of Swords energy. I'm really getting it's kind of more the choice and the drive of kind of where our happiness lies, where we kind of want to put our energy into. Because there is this Ace of Cups reversed here as well, which means not feeling emotionally fulfilled, not feeling like we are kind of, I don't know, again, not feeling emotionally fulfilled, not feeling great in kind of a situation here, and it kind of feels like we're deciding between these two things. Maybe there's something here that's not making you happy anymore. Maybe there's, again, this energy here where you're kind of just like, you know what, I really need to start moving towards my own happiness here. I will need to move into spaces where I'm feeling, spaces, jobs, relationships, whatever it is for you, where you're feeling kind of emotionally fulfilled here. And I think there is going to be kind of this choice to kind of walk towards that energy here. I see, again, feeling like this kind of new beginning is on the brisk for you, is on the way for you, but it just, you need to kind of believe in yourself a bit more. You need to really keep that kind of choice strong and move towards things that kind of feel nice for you, things that are making you happy, things that make you feel emotionally fulfilled. Sorry, let me just have a second here. To say, like, trust that happiness, trust that kind of gut energy, because it's a signal that you're kind of doing things on the right path, right? When you, if your gut is telling you something really strong to do something, then go ahead and kind of do it here. Make that choice to move to something that will bring you more happiness, move to something here that will kind of manifest that into your life. You have really strong ability right now to manifest. I'm also hearing the new moon in Aquarius. Take advantage of that. Here, it's going to be a powerful week for that kind of stuff for you. I don't know if you can like negatively manifest things, but I do think your words and how we talk to ourselves holds power, and what the frequency we kind of put out is a frequency we get. So put on that kind of frequency of almost optimism in the good way. Just be like, you know what, things are going to work out for me. I'm going to trust myself, and I'm going to move towards spaces and things that feel good to me here. Because it just seems like something is just kind of not emotionally fulfilling for you anymore. I'm just going to get some more. What's going on for Aquarius in these 2 weeks? For Aquarius, please and thank you. For Aquarius. Yeah, we're not moving away from something here. We're not moving away from something that is feeling, that's kind of keeping us unhappy, that's keeping us feeling not emotionally fulfilled. We're just having trouble moving away from it, and that's kind of what this Six of Swords is all about, is we're having trouble leaving it behind. We're having trouble kind of moving past it here. And again, it feels like this kind of stuck energy in the sense of feeling like we have to go this one direction, feel like this is kind of the direction I always pictured for myself moving forward. But I feel like there's other answers here. You start manifesting this new kind of path, because again, I just getting this energy where you believe that there's just this underlining energy where you just feel like you can't do it, but you really, really can. And it just wants you to kind of choose that and to kind of trust that here. And it's funny because I just looked back at the Seven of Swords here, or sorry, the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands here. And while I'm looking at it, I see kind of, again, him defending himself, or himself or herself, whichever, here against all these kind of impeding thoughts. And I really feel like it's going to feel like that this week for you, because I keep kind of getting drawn to that card. I feel like it's going to be where all these kind of almost fearful thoughts kind of keep coming, trying to get at us here. But we need to really kind of learn to get away from that. Focus more on the positive here, focus on the things that we are manifesting, and what maybe we need to look at, what we need to kind of move away from here. And be battling your own thoughts this week, Aquarius. Or these 2 weeks, I should say. For Aquarius, please. For Aquarius, please. Yeah, it just seems like almost like our passion is dying out for out of one situation here. And again, there's the Fool card, the Fool card came out in reversed here. it is so much of like this new path wants to get started, but there's just so much fear around it, so much fear. Maybe feeling not good enough. Maybe again you're in this stage of life where you're like changing careers or changing or starting something new would be crazy right now. It just feels again that this fear is kind of holding us back. We also have the Knight of Wands kind of reversed here as well, which is kind of telling me that we just kind of, whatever situation where you're in, the passion kind of died out quickly here. Maybe this is something that we thought we want to do or we were thinking we were going to do for the rest of our life, but we're like, that doesn't really fuel me anymore. That doesn't really bring me kind of joy, bring me life. So again, I feel like there's this kind of fresh start for you just around the corner. Saying 2 months in a weird way is popping up as well. So just watch out for that. Just see kind of where you are being led in these 2 weeks. What feels good? What is feeling like it's kind of draining your life force a little bit here? You know, what makes you happy? Because again, there's this new start that's kind of like Five of Swords. Yeah, just kind of want to move it into the Page of Swords. This energy here is, again, you kind of almost see this weirdly in a defeat kind of way, but again, it's not defeat to kind of walk away from something, and that's kind of what I'm getting from this Five of Swords energy right now that's popping up. It's like walking away from conflict. The card usually means end of conflict. I think it just means to know when kind of, you know, enough is enough, and you might be in that feeling right now where you're just like, you know what, I'm just over it. I'm just totally ready for this to be done. I'm ready for this conflict to be done. This thing is not serving anymore. If it's a relationship, a job, kind of feels like more like a kind of is feeling like something, again, it's feeling more like a job than a relationship, but again, it might manifest for you in a different kind of way here. But we have the Page of Swords energy as well. So there might be someone kind of coming in here to come start a conversation, maybe online, here to kind of pull you kind of out of this conflict or get you to kind of walk away from this conflict. Maybe this Page of Swords is a mentor energy here, or it's just someone kind of coming in to talk to you with conversation. Maybe someone really likes what you're doing, and you might be kind of getting that online presence. That's kind of what the Page of Wands can represent, that kind of swift, the kind of online kind of communication. So you might be getting that. Maybe someone might be reaching out to you or saying, hey, I really like this. That kind of might get you started to kind of maybe leave one path behind and move towards the other. Can I get more on this Page of Swords that's popping out? More on this Page of Swords, King of Swords energy. Some of you might have an air sign X coming to talk to you as well. That might kind of be popping up in these 2 weeks. Oh, interesting. We have this Page of Swords here, this person coming to talk, this online presence. I thought it might have to do with something, maybe again with this whole situation that's happening with you kind of leaving the one path behind. But then I got the King of Swords reversed, and then I got the Two of Cups reversed. Just giving me someone that you haven't been talking to for a while, someone who you might have cut off communication with or haven't been speaking to, might message you, might pop into your DMs here, might message you online. Just saying, that might kind of come up for these 2 weeks here. You might be hearing again from this air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, that you might have been in a relationship with, or kind of X energy. They might reach out and just be like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? I'll kind of get more and see who this kind of person is with this energy. Who is this kind of X energy here for Aquarius? King of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands reversed. Someone whose the passion has kind of been, the passion kind of died out between you, or you kind of the fact that the king and queen kind of popped out right after each other here in the reverse could be a fire sign as well. But for me, it's just kind of saying two people where the passion just kind of died out here. So again, you might be getting a message from this person. Maybe it's not for a romantic invitation here, because it kind of seems like there isn't really a fire or connection between you two anymore. But there was a kind of a no talking thing. So maybe they're coming back in a way that's not I want you back kind of phase, but more just kind of commenting on something here, or saying, hey, I really like what you're doing here, something like that. Because I don't know, the King of Swords kind of came out in reverse, which means that kind of cold, cut off communication. Maybe someone's coming back with an apology here. But the fact that I have the King and Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Wands reversed is really telling me that there isn't really much of a feeling or flame, which can be good from a relationship, because when you're kind of are done with that, you can kind of tell, hey, there's nothing really here anymore. And that's okay. And that means it's space for kind of something else. So you might be feeling that in these 2 weeks as well. This person might be coming in to kind of talk to you. Again, it doesn't really seem like this is going to really take off anywhere. Whatever the energy is with kind of these two people. Interesting. So you might get a little talk this week. You might see some people popping into your life, but they're really pushing you towards this kind of, I feel like, new direction. So something that kind of is a little bit more emotionally fulfilling for you. For Aquarius, please. For these 2 weeks, for Aquarius. For Aquarius, please. Even if this person kind of comes back and they want a relationship, I think there's just something that's not meant to be here. It's not supposed to work out. Just wanted to kind of throw that in there as well. If you were like, no, this is someone, I don't really see this person as maybe like, oh, maybe it's destiny, or maybe that person. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem, we have kind of all the wands reversed here with this person, whoever they are. I just don't see it as kind of a pair or a match, especially because the Queen and the King came out right after each other in reverse. So I'm just putting that out there. For Aquarius, please, for these 2 weeks. For my beautiful Aquariuses. All right. So I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle here. And you have Man Holding a Heart reversed. Again, don't fear. I just want to open this up to you. When reversed, this card could indicate a disconnect or even a total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief, utter bliss, you can be comfortable in the experience and their expression. Man holding heart reverse can indicate a difficult connection or even a relationship with a man who be easy to anger, deceitful, or quick to criticize. His behavior could be attributed to fear and self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. You deserve honoring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. And it's funny because when I kind of say this, again, male or female, but the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands kind of represents that, kind of represents someone that is a little bit angry, kind of that behavior to kind of switch to anger really quickly. It's like the bad passion, it's the fiery kind of angry passion. So definitely if this person's coming back, kind of treated you that way, maybe run away for that. But also be open with your kind of emotions here, especially with the Ace of Cups. It is saying that there might be, hey, there is a little bit of emotional disconnect here. Something's not kind of fulfilling anymore. This could have been that relationship, or maybe this was someone you're seeing. Who knows? I don't know your life. All right. Let me read the Starseed Oracle for you now. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. We're cyclotic beings, and in the Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you are resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substance, the relationship, the job, the people-pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space. The part of us where we're most afraid to leave empty. The part that we guard and do not let grace into. But by keeping this space covered with something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of it not staying in its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. The Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter. Surrender to all things that surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it may stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you can breathe easier knowing that you have shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to? What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? I think that's a great card for this week. Again, believing ourselves, loosening our grip a little bit here, letting the universe kind of do some of the work as well. Not thinking it's just solely up to us, or feeling like we can't kind of maybe do something here as well. All right, that was your bi-weekly reading, Aquarius. I hope it helped.